Good morning, this is Send 7, World News in 7 minutes. I'm Ben Mallett. Today is Thursday, the 29th of February, 2024. Starting in the Americas. In the United States, technology company Google has paused part of its Gemini artificial intelligence system after suggestions that it was biased. The Gemini image generator has been shown to favour images of non-white people. Prompts for images of the US founding fathers have incorrectly shown black men, and prompts for German soldiers in World War II have shown Asian women. Google CEO Sundar Pichai has apologised for the images, calling them completely unacceptable, and has promised to fix and relaunch Gemini AI in the next few weeks. US Republican Senate leader Mitch McConnell has said that he will step down from his role. The 82-year-old politician has led the Republican Party in the US Senate for almost 17 years. He is the longest-serving US Senate leader in history across all parties. McConnell said that age played a part in his stepping down come January and called for the next generation of leadership.
I turned 82 last week. The end of my contributions are closer than I'd prefer. But Father Time remains undefeated. I'm no longer the young man sitting in the back, hoping colleagues would remember my name. It's time for the next generation of leadership.
Brazilian Airline Gul has had a $1 billion loan approved by courts. Gul had filed for bankruptcy after demand for travel fell during the COVID-19 pandemic. Africa. In Nigeria, 2 executives from the cryptocurrency company Binance have been detained by police. Nigeria banned a number of cryptocurrency websites last week. The Naira, Nigeria's currency, is currently experiencing record lows. Cryptocurrency websites have been increasingly popular in Nigeria as the value of the Naira has fallen. In Uganda, 50,000 victims of a militia commander have been awarded compensation by the International Criminal Court. The total compensation was recommended at €750 per victim, totaling €52 million. Militia commander Dominic Ongwen was a high-ranking member of the Lord's Resistance Army, a rebel group which killed and terrorized people around northern Uganda for almost 20 years. Ongwen himself does not have the necessary funds for compensation. Judges asked the court's Trust Fund for Victims to cover the compensation. Asia. China has called for a no first-use treaty on nuclear weapons. Sun Xiaobo from China's Arms Control Department said that nuclear-armed countries have special and priority responsibilities to disarm their nuclear weapons. China and India are the only 2 nuclear powers to have a stated no first-use policy, which says nuclear weapons can only be used in retaliation. The United States and Russia control the world's largest nuclear arsenals. In Palestine, Hamas has called for Palestinians to march on Jerusalem for the Muslim month of Ramadan. Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh asked Muslims to head to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, a holy site for Jews and Muslims. Israel has said that it may set limits on worshipping at the Al-Aqsa Mosque during Ramadan. Israel and Hamas are currently discussing a 40-day truce. Europe. In the Czech Republic, lawmakers have passed new laws granting more rights to same-sex couples. These new laws do not allow for same-sex marriage or joint adoption. An opinion poll last year suggested that 58% of Czechs believed same-sex couples should have the right to marry. More than half of states within the European Union do allow same-sex marriages. The United Kingdom has denied entry into the country for a US rapper who was days away from starting an international tour. Rapper Ja Rule was denied entry because he possessed a criminal record. The UK is one of only a few European countries that restricts entry based on criminal records. Ja Rule, whose real name is Jeffrey Atkins, previously served 2 years in prison for tax evasion in his home country. And in Italy, a 280-million-year-old fossil discovered in 1931 has turned out to be fake. The fossil of the reptile Tridentinosaurus antiquus was thought to be very well preserved, with carbonized skin fragments on its surface. Modern testing under ultraviolet light has shown that it was in fact black paint. That's your world news in 7 minutes. If you enjoy this podcast, please leave a review or a rating in your podcast app. I'm Ben Mallett. Tomorrow you will be with Stephen DeVincenzi. Have a great day.